Hey, welcome to the Fantastic Four. We're doing Between the Shores with the whole crew today. We've got a rose between two thorns. Two roses. Yeah, between. Yeah.
That was the opposite.
Two
Two
roses between the thorns. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, Between the Shores. So Colby and I are the shores.
There you go.
And,
We're the in-between.
Yeah. And this is kind of our weekly review and kind of thoughts on Sunday's message, which Heather did an amazing job.
Yes.
Holy Spirit spoke very clearly through her.
Yes.
And stuff you've lived and are living, and it was really, really good. So you jump in and kind of give your heart first, and then we'll ask you all sorts of questions.
Oh, dear.
No.
Okay.
No, I just like to get started.
Yes.
No, it was good. It was really, really
Yeah, well, so we were in Colossians and we were at the husband and wife portion and the
Yeah.
families and relationships. And I was like, oh no. And like I shared yesterday, my family was like, oh, ha, ha. You're so good at this. And, they had some fun with it. But really at the root of all of it is control. And we've been in this series of Jesus is greater than. And so my week, I was like, Jesus is greater than control.
Yes.
And so that's kind of where we launched from.
Yeah,
Really.
that is so huge too, because that's number one issue. I'd say money and control.
Yes.
And
Yep.
really, the whole money thing is a control thing.
It is a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And then Heather, I loved how you clarified fear, right?
Mm.
How fear is often the
At the
root,
root of it, yeah.
control, but yet there is healthy fear
Yes.
and there is unhealthy fear. Because you said like if there's a road, you don't want to be crossing the road and being hit by cars.
Right.
That's a healthy.
Yep. That's
Fear.
a natural fear.
Yes.
Yep.
And then when things are unhealthy fear,
Right.
then they're connected to control. Because you can't, a healthy fear, you don't need to control.
That's right.
Like
Yep.
like it's controllable. You don't cross. The
It
line.
is controllable.
It
That's
is
the thing. It's
controllable,
within my control
Mhm.
Yes.
to eliminate this.
That's
The
right.
things that aren't in my control is an unhealthy fear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So that's good clarity.
Yeah.
And that's a challenge between what's your responsibility
Right.
and what are the things we've got to either be under somebody else
Yes.
or give that to God.
That's the submission
Yeah.
part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right of
Or
it
the
all?
surrender.
The
Yeah.
surrender part.
Yeah.
And I love the images of the heart, right? So it
Yeah.
starts with our hearts
Yep.
submitted and surrendered to the Lord. And then you had the house.
Yes.
So our relationships at home,
Mm-hmm.
with our spouses, with our children, with our families.
Our jobs,
then-
our income.
Yes. Jobs
Yep.
and income relationships.
Mhm.
All of those like that's a lot of our life, right?
Yes.
Home and work.
Right.
And then there's our church
Yeah.
Right.
family.
Yes.
And so who is Lord
Right.
in all of those
Well,
areas?
and the heart part was kind of like the week before with Colby, and
Yes.
we talked about those sins and those internal things that we're surrendering that stuff to the Lord. That's the heart stuff. And the home, I was thinking more family, friends, relationships. And then the last part is the slaves and masters. And so
Yes.
that was kind of more like marketplace, leadership, places of
Oh, yeah.
authority,
Yes.
church,
Yes.
so that's kind of just the pattern that God was showing me. It's like these three different homes: the home, his dwelling place in me, my home, my physical home, and then
Yes.
the church, his
Mhm.
home.
Which is his home.
Yeah. And the church as the bride out in the marketplace too, out in the world.
Mhm.
Yes.
The church is his home. It's his bride.
Yes.
And so I love that the Lord just uses that familiar language that we all know, right?
Yeah.
Like we are the bride of Christ. And so we're the family of God. So it gives some clarity, I think.
And I
Mhm.
think you made it very clear in your own stories and the journey you shared in your own life. And then even going right back to the garden, right? Like
Right.
control, our challenge with control, we all
have it.
experience it.
We're born into it. And
Yeah.
even before the garden, right? Like I had touched on how,
Yes.
Lucifer in heaven, he wanted the control, he wanted the
Yep.
power, and that was ultimately his fall.
Yes.
And so then that was brought into the garden. And that's what it's been about ever since.
Yes.
And it's not because we serve a God that wants to control us. He wants us to submit our control to him out of love,
Yes.
right? Because it's about relationship. If he wanted to, he could control us all,
Yeah.
Yes.
but he chose not to in love.
Yeah.
And so
he chose to limit himself.
he
Like
chose to limit
the
it.
cross shows us that, but actually,
Yeah.
that's not the only place.
He didn't create a bunch of puppets or like,
Yeah, robots.
you know, like to
Yeah.
use modern, like the Stepford Wives. That's what I always think of, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't know what this is, do you? It's a movie. Before your time.
Well,
Yeah.
it wasn't really, but you don't watch movies anyways.
He was just wee little.
The Sister Wives?
No.
No, Stepford.
Oh.
Stepford
Stepford
Wives.
Wives.
Yeah.
Don't look it
Never
up.
heard of it.
Don't
Don't look
bother.
it up. Don't.
I
Oh.
don't know if they.
Yes.
But it's I think too there's like anytime that we're able to relinquish control, it's because like for me, anytime that I've been able to say, like, Lord, this is like you have to come through here. Like I can't like well even in the season I'm in
Yes.
now.
Yep.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of like I get a question a lot of are you scared? Are you scared? And it's like the
Sure.
Lord
Are you afraid?
when you catch a vision of the Lord
Mm-hmm.
and you actually like you see the Lord, you catch a vision and you actually feel the call, he becomes your sustenance. He becomes
Yeah.
what sustains you in that. So like I can honestly like people are like, well, like they like when I say I'm not scared
Sure.
Mhm.
or I don't have fear about it, that well you gotta have
Yes,
like
some.
it's like you gotta have and it's like honestly like when you see the Lord like and like I kind of even I talked about a week before like that's why you have people like Jim Elliott, you have all these people who have laid their lives down for the gospel. I think being scared and fear, I think they're not the same thing.
No.
Like obviously
Yes.
as a human there would be some
Similar
anxious
feeling.
Yeah.
but it wouldn't be necessarily fear,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
right? So but for us and I think as pastors and as a church, that's why we're always trying to point people to the face of Jesus, because that's where surrender has to start.
That's right.
Yeah. You're trusting him with control.
Yeah.
Instead of you trying to control it all.
Yeah. You're walking in the spirit and not your flesh. So yes, your flesh will be scared,
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
like 100%.
Yeah.
But
if that's
we
what you're
choose
focused
if
on.
that's
Yeah.
what you're focused on. But
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
try to choose not to live in that.
Well, Heather, you read the passage where it talks about Jesus asking the cup
Right.
to be removed from him. I
Yep.
believe,
In
right?
Gethsemane. Yep.
Gethsemane. And Jesus' flesh.
Jesus' flesh was scared.
Yes.
He was like, I don't want to do this.
And
this
he-
is gonna
he's-
hurt.
He sweat blood. I mean,
Like,
that's an
yeah.
emotion.
That's really scared,
Yeah.
right?
That's upset.
But
Yep.
he still relinquished control and knew and obeyed the will of his Father. And that's what ultimately strengthened him to do what he
Yeah.
needed to do.
And when you know, like to Colby's point, when you know you've been like that, God has said this is where you're to go, and you've heard him, you've seen him, you're like,
Yep.
this is where you want me to be. Then, I mean, your decision is to surrender to that. I mean, you could choose
Right.
not to, like Jonah,
Yep.
and be swallowed by a whale.
Right.
Well, and two, like I feel like in our culture and even the way, like a lot of times we want to have our foot in two different things.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll surrender as long as I can keep my right foot over here.
Yeah.
As long as I have my second option in case this one doesn't
Yes, option B.
go. So it's not surrender,
Yeah.
right? So
Oh.
like that, and that for me,
It's an appearance of
you know,
control.
it was an appearance. Like
Yeah.
if I knew if I kept my car and I kept all these other things,
Yeah.
I would have that option to come home,
Yeah.
That's right.
and then it's not surrender,
Yeah.
right? It becomes I have something to flee to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
when things get hard, because
Yeah.
things will get hard in
Yes.
life.
Yeah.
Like that's
That's the reality.
You know.
Jesus, I mean, Jesus reminded, we all know that. Things
Yeah.
are hard, but he also said, in this world, you will have trouble.
Yeah.
But I have overcome the world. And he does that to give us peace. Like you talked about that, Heather, too. There's a peace
Yes.
that comes at surrender. Because I would say, Colby, in your surrendered situation, you feel peace.
Yep.
Like there's a sense of peace because it's not all up to you. it was up to you. If it was your desire
Yeah.
and you're doing it on your own strength, then it would be on you.
Yep.
And then
Like I've said it before, but I love what Michael Juliana says about, like, if we build it, we have to sustain it.
yes,
Right?
yes.
But when he builds it, he sustains
That's
it.
right.
We just have to surrender.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? So it becomes pretty easy.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Like-
that's the call.
Yeah.
But the challenge that we have is that we want to try to control God.
Right.
Yeah.
We want to make him into the image we want him to be.
Right.
I think Heather, I mean, as we're all leaders here, and you talked about how leadership,
Mm-hmm.
there's a struggle there.
Yes.
Control. Control sometimes looks like
Leadership.
Yes.
Yeah, masquerades,
Yeah.
hides.
It masquerades.
It's like, oh, well, I still am being responsible and I'm still
Yeah.
taking control of this, like you said. Like, I mean, even in your own personal
I have a
story.
plan
Yes,
B.
it's not in that, but there's
Yeah.
still a plan B, or I
Yeah.
still have to do this. And like, even within churches, it's like, you know, if things aren't going necessarily my way, I mean, there's lots of ministers that we could use illustrations
Mhm.
for, like, and as soon as they put their hand on something that God wants control of, it usually implodes,
Yes.
Mhm.
right? And I'm not going to list off, but I'm
Yep.
sure you can
You can
Yep.
think
you
of
can think
examples.
of many examples. And it's like it's his church,
Yeah.
we're his bride, let him take the reins.
That's
And
right.
then we have the peace, and it's like, it's not on me,
Yeah.
it's on
Yes,
him.
That's
And,
right.
and the challenge that you brought at the end, I think, really ties that all in together, though, of it's his church,
Mm-hmm.
and he does want to bring holiness.
Yes.
He wants a
Yes.
pure bride.
Yep.
So how does that incorporate control?
How does the holiness incorporate control?
Yeah.
yeah, it means loss of control.
It means
Yeah.
loss of control.
Yeah. It's a surrender. Yeah.
It's like,
Because
not
holiness
my
isn't,
will, but yours be
because
done.
like I grew up in a holiness tradition
Right.
where holiness turned into religious behavior.
That's
Holiness
right.
was what you didn't do.
That's right.
You know,
It's not it's like, what was
it's not the control.
It's not the control.
Yeah.
It's the surrendered, laid down, I love him and I obey him.
Yeah.
Like holiness, when you love the Lord, you obey him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not because I don't do this because this is the right thing to do. I don't surrender control even because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give control over to him because I love him and because I know that he knows better than me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the fear of the Lord,
Yeah.
right? It's like,
Yeah.
he's God and I am not.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I trust that he knows better than I do. So it's like a trust issue. It's a lordship issue. And it's not easy,
No.
but the more that we do it
Yeah.
and the more that I see God come through,
Yes.
the easier it gets.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, like in the Old Testament, the priests consecrated themselves to go into the holy,
The
Holy.
the holy of holies,
Yeah.
right? Because and it was because they valued the presence so much.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was not an easy job to
Yep.
consecrate yourself,
No.
right?
No.
But they
Yeah.
valued where they were going.
Right.
But the Lord said, this is what you have to do to enter into my presence.
Right.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
and how that has totally shifted
Yeah.
in today's age where we just wander, like we just do what we want and expect him
To bless it.
to bless it.
Right.
Yep.
And he's like, no, there's still a way for you to enter my presence.
That's
Like it's been since the beginning,
That's right.
Yeah.
right?
Any other way you're a
And
thief and a
it's
robber.
through it's right,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's through like holiness, it's through consecration, it's through surrender,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? So it's like it's not a new. This
No.
it's not like
this is not new.
we're
Yeah.
not stirring up this new creation of how to enter into his
Yeah.
presence.
No.
It's actually pretty biblical,
It's
Yeah.
always been.
right? So
And just to clarify, I don't know if they would have heard what you said,
Hmm.
Heather, but to enter the wrong way.
Any other way, the scripture
Yeah.
says you're a thief and a robber.
Yeah.
And like,
Jesus is the only way.
Jesus is the only way, and there's a holiness. There's like I don't know if it's Michael or Stephanie, like their own personal conviction, and I found that in my life. The closer I want to get to him, the more stuff is dropping off
Yeah.
Yes.
because I am getting closer to him.
Yeah.
There's this realization of, I have to let this go.
I can't
Yeah.
do this.
I can't
anymore.
do this.
Yeah.
I can't hold on to this thing. But it's such a beautiful place to be. And it's like, I don't feel that angst and that carrying of stuff. Like I've used the illustration of my kids so many times. It's like when you're worried or you're anxious about something, it's usually because I have no control over
Mm.
it, which is, yeah, I don't.
Yep.
So when I give it to him, his yoke is easy and his burden is light.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then it's all of a sudden I feel this, okay, yeah, you're right. God, you've got this.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
And I wonder too, like when you say that, like his burden is easy, his yoke is light. For
The other
this
way.
may
But
come across like harsh, but to
Yeah.
not believe that
yeah,
is actually call God a liar.
that's right.
Yeah.
Like it is literally saying, I don't
don't
believe
trust
you.
you.
I don't trust
I
you.
don't
You're
trust
a
you.
liar.
I'm God, not you.
Ooh.
I know better than you.
Yeah. Like,
That's a scary place to be.
Oof.
Yeah.
and then when we choose not to trust, then then we're looking for loopholes.
Yeah.
Right.
We're looking for ways to try to get out from underneath
Yep.
it.
I'm going to
Which-
go to
Which-
Africa, but I'm going
Yeah.
to keep my car
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah, that's a loophole.
Right?
Yeah, you're looking
Yeah.
for the loopholes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta wrap,
Yes.
or else we get kicked off of one of the. We have to be under 12 minutes or something like that.
Right.
20 minutes, but
So yes. So surrender.
yeah.
Surrender.
Surrender.
And you were just quick, like to end it. Self-control. It's one of
Yeah.
the fruits of the spirit.
Yeah.
And so when we relinquish control
Mhm.
and give it to him, it's because he has control. It's not that, like, how did you say it? You said,
Well,
yeah.
he
about
gives us self-control.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that we can surrender that to him.
Surrender that to
I mean, it's kind of like, getting money to buy your parents a Christmas gift.
Right.
You know?
And, like,
I mean, all the gifts we
self-control-
have are so we give them back.
Yeah.
The praise to him. Yeah.
In self-control, I would almost, for clarity of
Yes.
understanding,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's like it's your free will,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? Like
Yeah.
he gives you the option
Yeah.
to make these decisions.
Yeah.
But it's ultimately, some of those decisions are
Yeah.
not mine.
Yes.
They're his.
Yeah.
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 You know?
for him to decide.
So,
Yeah.
but I have to choose to allow him
To trust him.
to trust him and
Yeah.
to take control of those things.
Yes.
So,
Awesome.
Because control is literally an illusion.
Oh,
Like
at
Yeah.
the end of the
at the
day,
end of the day,
yep,
it's
It's
an illusion.
my
Water-
next
I'm-
breath
water in
is
the hand.
dependent on him.
Yep.
Exactly.
Right?
Like today's a gift.
Yep.
Tomorrow's not guaranteed.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah. And so, yeah. So next week, we're continuing in Colossians.
Yep.
So next week, Joel, you're at Colossians 4.
Yep.
And talking about Jesus is
it's
greater
than worldly wisdom.
worldly wisdom. So really it's building
Yeah.
on the next
Yep.
piece. And so this is good. And so we hope that you are digging in and enjoying as much as we are what
Yeah.
God is teaching. And so between the shores, we look forward to more discussion and dialogue next week.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.